There was no specific mention of the long-fought-over marbles in the EU's draft negotiating mandate for a trade deal, but that didn't stop the speculation that Greece was pushing to get the artefacts back. The demand that unlawfully removed cultural artefacts should be returned, seen by many in the UK as a threat. Work was continuing at the European Council in Brussels today to get a firm text agreed before trade talks start next month. Afternoon, Mr. Barnier. How are you? We have the same name. Is it? And the man who will be leading those negotiations called for calm on both sides of the Channel.
Once again, I'm going to work with the ambassadors, as I did yesterday with the Parliament, to get my mandate, to begin as soon as possible the negotiations. We have no time. I have no time for any polemics. On both sides, we have to keep calm and to face the reality, to face the truth, and to assume the consequences, all the consequences of the Brexit.
It's not just a battle between the EU 27 and the UK. Different countries have different priorities. The French are said to be playing hardball on getting rights and access to UK waters into the mandate. But the mood in Brussels certainly hasn't been helped by a bullish intervention from the UK's Brexit negotiator David Frost this week, demanding a Canada-style trade deal, which would free the UK from following many EU regulations.
If you look back right to the very beginning, what the EU was offering the UK was a Canada-style deal. In fact, one of the slides that Michel Barnier presented to European Council members some 2 or 3 years ago included precisely a Canada-style deal. So that is what our government is looking to get, and I think we will get there.
There's no such offer on the table, Michel Barnier retorted in his own speech, reminding people Boris Johnson had agreed just months ago to abide by the EU's rules in areas such as social and environmental protections, what the EU calls the level playing field, to stop the bloc being undercut in trade by a close neighbour.
You would expect at the moment very tough negotiating positions. Neither side will reveal how far they're willing to go. The key question is, what does that landing zone look like, and do we have time to reach it?
The time factor is a real issue. Boris Johnson insisting a trade deal must be struck by the year's end. And the fear is, if no one budges, there will be no deal at all. Michelle Clifford, Sky News, Brussels.